22 CR 5620, State of Texas versus Amber Lay Holland. Parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense.
Albert Fosco III.
All right, and off the record for a moment. Deputy Laura, could you move Mr. Mauer and his client down towards there? All right, we're back on the record. And are you Miss Holland?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Holland.
Holland. Okay. Did you understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, not grant you community supervision, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding under count 2 to the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. There's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's $57 to the Bexar County Criminal Investigation Laboratory for testing. Did you understand that to be the plea? Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 150 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Proceeding with sentencing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, just after reviewing everything going on with my client, we ask that you follow our plea bargain agreement. I believe she's accepting responsibility and wanting to show the court that she can be successful on this probation. So just ask that you follow it.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am. I've been employed at the same company for 14 years.
What do you do?
Administrative assistant for a construction company.
What does that entail?
I do the books. I do billing, invoicing.
Do you have any children?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Do you live by yourself?
I just purchased a home last year. I live with my boyfriend lives with me.
And who is your boyfriend?
James Jones,
How old is he?
43.
What's his date of birth?
1/8.
How long have you been together?
On and off for about 3 years.
So does anybody want to look up Mr. James Jones? 118 criminal history?
He got a DWI. He had a DWI, but no.
Anything else?
I mean, years and years ago, like 15 years ago, but not with drugs.
What did he have?
I believe it was a robbery.
What's the date of birth, Judge?
1-8.
Jones
Yes.
Had a robbery case, Judge, that he was sentenced in 2000. He got an 8-year sentence on a robbery case on March 27th of 2012. I don't see any other local history other than that.
All right. So let me just tell you why I asked that, because people are always like, Judge, why are you in my business? All right. So the reason why I ask these questions of who people are living with is because I want you to make sure that you're on the right track to complete this successfully. I take no joy in people being on probation and then failing probation and maybe going to prison. And I think you don't want to end up going to prison. So usually they always want to know who people are surrounding themselves with. And honestly, in the life that you only have one life to live, and you need to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with positive people. People say you can't choose your family. That's true, but you can choose to cut them loose if they're not being a positive influence. And you definitely should not be bringing someone into your life that's not going to be a positive influence. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's why I asked these questions.
No problem.
Does he have any children?
They're both out of state. He has 2 children.
Are they adults or no?
Oh, no, they're youngsters. One is 4 and one is 13.
And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
All right. Have you ever used drugs?
I've used drugs in the past.
All right.
Yes.
What type?
Methamphetamine.
Okay.
In 2007, I got clean. I've been clean, not that I haven't relapsed a couple times throughout the years. I have a job. I hold a 802 FICO. I've held the same job for 14 years.
Mhm.
I'm very blessed. I'm with Celebrate Recovery. I go to NA, and I'm with Revolution Church, a member to Revolution Church.
Okay. I've heard of all those things. I've heard of Revolution Church as well. Okay. All right. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further, Judge.
No, Your Honor.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. There is $1,000 fine that'll be probated. 2 years deferred adjudication. Proof of employment within 15 days. And I'm giving you 15 days because you say you're already employed. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. So what that means is if Mr. Jones' children come down to visit from wherever they are, and he wants to go do a grocery store run or something else and leave you with the children, he can't. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be regular reporting. That's by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs and probation. If possible, I want a UA today. Restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. If you want to buy out of your community service hours, that will be at $7.25 per hour. And it can be a donation to the San Antonio Food Bank. If there's some other place you would like to donate it to, let me know and I'll consider it. I just put the food bank because I know that sometimes there is a shortage. There's to be $57 restitution to the laboratory for testing. I'm going to want field visits one time per month for 3 months. And if there are no issues, then the field visits can be suspended. All right, probation, is there anything else she needs?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, and before you do your UA, do you need water or anything?
Probably a bottle of water, sure.
All right, so counsel, your client needs to drink some water before she takes her UA.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you, Judge. May I
All right,
excuse?
just, yes, so, you want to change, could we go on the, oh, that's okay, that's fine. You want to change what you told the court earlier about your UA and what it's going to be?
Well, I thought it's been 3 days, so I did think.
No. See, here, you're playing games with me because I asked you about,
I do have all that.
nope. See, you're doing semantics with me and I don't like when people do semantics because here's the thing. I am trying to give you conditions that you will be successful at. Now, let me just tell you what you told me because my mind is a steel trap. You made it appear as though you hadn't used meth for a while. What you told me was, oh, yes, of course I've had relapses. But you didn't tell the court that you had relapses 3 days ago. And you knew that you more likely than not were going to test positive for meth and all of the things else that you tested positive for.
And I
But let me
questioned
just
whether I
tell-
should come back up and tell you.
No, but you didn't. And I can tell you what you did because I know what people do. You were praying all your way for that UA and you were praying when you requested a bottle of water, praying that it was going to be negative. And now it wasn't. And so now you know what's going to end up happening. Is that person here, Mr. James Jones? Mr. James Jones, you're going to have to find someplace else to live. You cannot live with her. There's going to be a no contact order. And you know why? You can have a seat, Mr. Jones. You know why there's going to be a no contact order? There's going to be a no contact order because I know for a fact that even if you don't intend to get a haircut, if you hang around the barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut. And if you are using, you know what that means? That means that he's using. And that means that he is not a person who should be in your life, that he is holding you back. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're not going to be having any contact with him.
Can I take a UA? Because I've been clean since 2011.
Stop.
So there's to be no contact with James Jones, and he had better find a new place to stay. And the fact that he's staying with you and is not trying to get you helping, and the fact that you're testing positive for drugs, and I guarantee you, he can say all he wants. I'll do a UA now.
No, he really
No.
is clean.
No. You're not to live with him. You're not to have contact with him. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if I find out that you are living with him or having contact with him, that's going to be a violation of your probation, and you're going to end up going to the state jail facility. And guess what? If you go to the state jail facility, he's not going to be there with you because it's not co-ed. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So there's to be no contact with James Jones. I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month, and I'm going to want that random so we can see if she is allowing him to live there. And I'm going to want a TAP evaluation and follow the recommendations of TAP. If TAP wants inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment to begin with, intensive outpatient treatment. And instead of regular UAs, I'm going to want the UA hotline. And I'm going to want a referral to felony drug court. And let me explain something to you. In this court, honesty is really the best policy, because that tells me whether or not you are in a specific phase of your sobriety. The fact that you're not being honest tells me you're deep in the throes of your addiction. And how old are you?
47, almost 47.
All right. So you're getting to the point in your life where you're going to have more of your life behind you than in front of you. But guess what? You are walking on the edge of a knife with that statement I just made. You know why? Because you're throwing into your life the fact that you have a drug addiction and you're using drugs and you never know what you're going to get. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So Mr. Jones is out of your life. And I know you love him. You probably think this is the end of the world, but guess what? This is not Romeo and Juliet. You're not a teenager. He hasn't been in your life as long as you've been alive. So you need to sell away from him. All right. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
If you violate this, you're going to be coming over here answering for this case in a blue uniform. And you know why it's going to be blue? Because you're going to be in custody.
Yes, ma'am. I want this pension.
Okay. Thank you.
Any questions?
Yes. All right. So what are we here for on this case?
Your Honor, I believe we're here on a compliance. It looks like that, back in,
All right. Let me pull up the email that the probation sent me. All right. So I ordered inpatient treatment.
you did, Your Honor, and I very much want to speak to the court on that. In the last 2 months, Ms. Holland has taken and passed over 20 drug tests through her probation. She's taken a drug test today and passed that. She's currently attending.
You knew I was going to ask for a drug test, didn't you?
I did, Judge. And so we did that and she passed that. She's attending NA meetings twice a week right now. And she has been completely drug-free for the last 7 months since she had the one dirty UA that caused the court to believe that she needed inpatient treatment. She's been calling every single day to the drug hotline since June of last year. She lives alone. She owns her own house. She's been employed at Cowboy Grading, where she's currently employed for the last 14 years. She's working 40 hours a week. She has a dog that she's had for the last 7 years.
Oh, what type of dog is that?
That's a black lab.
Okay.
And
You have an answer to all my questions. I wanted to know.
well, I know this court asked very good questions, and so I wanted to make sure that I asked her that because I thought that you might ask that actually.
But it's not a closed book exam.
Well,
That's an inside joke between us, but okay.
and I won't make any comments to that, but I do have my opinion on that. And she's in complete compliance otherwise with her conditions of probation. When the court, ordered the inpatient or added the inpatient as a condition, on her own initiative, she went and enrolled herself in outpatient at Lifetime Recovery.
Mhm.
And she had already started the Lifetime Recovery actually before the court ordered the inpatient. And actually 1 month after the court amended it on November the 9th of last year, she completed her Lifetime Recovery IOP program. And so we recognize the court's concerns. She remembers the talking to that this court had with other defendants that were in similar situations during her time getting up to, and I wasn't her trial counsel at the time, by the way, but in her time in this court, she recognizes the serious nature of being on probation, and she did relapse last June, but she's been drug and alcohol free since that time, and I think has demonstrated her ability to remain drug and alcohol free. And so we're asking the court to not require her to do the inpatient.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Amber Hollins.
All right, so what treatment are you in?
At this time, I'm
Yes.
going to NA twice a week.
Okay. And so you completed the Lifetime Recovery
Correct.
and you're still doing the UA hotline?
Yes, ma'am. Every day I've called for almost, it's been over a year.
Okay. So this is what the court will do then, unless there are any other questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
So you're going to continue doing your NA for 2 times per week. Ms. Abrams, we're going to continue with the UA hotline, but with the UA hotline, it's only going to be testing. We're going to start out with testing once every 2 weeks, and then we'll do testing once every 3 weeks, then testing once a month. I still want the UA hotline there because it's random.
Not a problem.
So one day you may have to test, one day you may not have to test. So we're going to handle this in incremental stages until you're on for regular testing. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, ma'am.
Anything else from either side?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right. Keep up the good work. Okay.
Thank you.
May I be excused?
Yes.
At least for this person.
Yes.
I have someone else, but
Months later, we see a completely different courtroom atmosphere. Instead of excuses, there are clean drug tests, treatment records, and consistent compliance. This is exactly what judges hope to see, not perfection, but accountability and sustained effort. It's a reminder that one mistake doesn't have to define someone's future if they're willing to do the work.